Dr. Maya Peterson sat at her desk in the science lab of the Terra Nova. The ship was quiet at this hour. Most of the crew was sleeping. Maya liked working at night. It was peaceful. She could focus on her research without anyone bothering her. Maya was a xenobiologist. She studied alien life forms. For the past 3 years, she had been traveling through space on the Terra Nova. The ship was on a mission to explore new star systems. So far, they had found many interesting planets, but they had not found any intelligent alien life. Maya was looking at data from their latest scan when something strange happened. Her computer started beeping. The sound was soft at first. It got louder. Maya frowned. She had never heard this kind of beeping before. She looked at her screen. There was a new signal. It was coming from somewhere in space. Maya's heart started beating faster. This was not a normal signal. It was too complex, too organized. Maya had studied many natural space phenomena. This was different. The signal contained mathematical patterns. Maya could see numbers and sequences that looked like they meant something. But there was more. The signal also had something else, something that made Maya feel sad when she listened to it. It was like hearing someone cry for help. Maya stood up quickly. She needed to tell Captain Jake Morrison about this. The captain was probably asleep, but this was too important to wait. Maya ran through the empty corridors of the ship. Her footsteps echoed in the silence. She found Captain Morrison. In his quarters, Maya knocked on the door. After a few moments, the captain opened it. He looked tired. His hair was messy from sleep. Maya? What's wrong? It's 3 a.m, the captain said. Captain, I found something. Signal. I think it might be from an intelligent species, Maya said quickly. Captain Morrison's eyes went wide. He was fully awake now. Show me, he said. They went to the bridge together. Maya pulled up the signal on the main screen. The mathematical patterns appeared as lines of light. The emotional part of the signal played through the speakers. It sounded like music, but sad music. Music that was asking for help. Coming from? Captain Morrison asked. Maya checked her readings. About 6 hours away at full speed. It's near the Kepler 442 system. Captain Morrison was quiet for a moment. He was thinking Maya knew what he was thinking about. They had strict rules about first contact with alien species. The rules said they should report any contact to Earth first and wait for instructions. This could take months. The signal is getting weaker, Maya said. Whatever is sending, it might not have much time left. Lieutenant Ben Carter walked onto the bridge. He was the head of security. He always worked the night shift. Is everything okay? He asked Dot. Captain Morrison explained about the signal. Lieutenant. Carter listened carefully. When the captain finished, Carter shook his head. This sounds dangerous, Carter said. We don't know anything about this species. They could be hostile. They could be trying to trick us. But what if they really need help? Maya asked. What if someone is dying out there? That's not our problem, Carter said. Our job is to explore and report back to Earth, not to get involved in alien affairs. Maya felt angry. She had joined this mission to study alien life. Now they had found intelligent aliens, and Carter wanted to ignore them. We can't just leave them to die, she said. We don't even know if they are dying, Carter replied. This could be anything, a trap, a test. We should follow protocol. Captain Morrison looked at the signal on the screen. The patterns were definitely getting weaker. How long would it take to get instructions from Earth? He asked. About 8 months, Maya said. By then, whoever is sending this signal will probably be dead. The captain was quiet again. Maya could see he was struggling with the decision. She knew he was a good man, cared about doing the right thing, but he also cared about keeping his crew safe. Captain, Maya said softly, I became a scientist to help people understand life in the universe. All kinds of life. If there's even a small chance that someone needs our help, don't we have to try? Captain Morrison looked at her. Then he looked at the signal again. The mathematical patterns were beautiful, complex. They showed intelligence, real intelligence. And the emotional part of the signal was so sad, it was hard to ignore. Set course. For the signal's location, Captain Morrison said finally, Lieutenant Carter stepped forward. "Captain, I strongly advise against this." "We should stick to protocol," noted, the captain said. "But we're going anyway. If someone needs help, we help them. That's what humans do." Maya smiled. She was proud of her captain. They were about to make first contact with an alien species. This was the most important moment in human history. The Terra Nova changed course. The ship's engines hummed as they accelerated toward the signal. Maya went back to her lab to prepare. She gathered all her equipment for studying alien life forms. She also packed medical supplies. If the aliens were hurt, maybe human medicine could help. As they traveled through space, Maya kept monitoring the signal. It was definitely getting weaker. Sometimes it would fade completely for a few minutes. Then it would come back, but fainter than before. Maya was worried they might be too late. After 5 hours of travel, their sensors detected something ahead. It was a ship, but it was unlike any ship Maya had ever seen. Human ships were made of metal and straight lines. This ship looked like it had grown instead of being built. It had curves and organic shapes. Parts of it glowed with a soft blue light. "My God," Captain Morrison whispered when he saw it on the main screen. The alien ship was huge. It was much bigger than the Terra Nova, but it was clearly damaged. Parts of the hull were torn open. The blue glow was flickering like a dying flame. The ship was drifting in space with no power. "I'm detecting one life form aboard," Maya reported. "The readings are very weak. Could be a trap," Lieutenant Carter said. "The ship could be full of aliens hiding from our sensors." Maya shook her head. "I don't think so. The life signs are too weak. Look at the ship. It's been in a battle. Someone attacked them." Captain Morrison studied the alien vessel. "Had any signs of other ships in the area?" "No, sir," reported the navigation officer. "We're alone out here. The distress signal is coming from that ship," Maya said. "I'm on board is calling for help." Captain Morrison made his decision. "We're going to help them, Maya. Prepare an away team." "I should go alone," Maya said quickly. "If this is first contact, we don't want to seem threatening. One person is less scary than a group." "Absolutely not," Lieutenant Carter said. "Too dangerous." "He's right," Captain Morrison said. "You'll take a security team with you." Maya shook her head. "Captain, think about it. If aliens landed on Earth, would you be more afraid of one person coming to help or a group of armed soldiers?" The captain considered this. Maya was right. First impressions mattered. "Okay," he said finally. "But you wear a communicator, and you take medical supplies. If they're hurt, maybe you can help them." Maya nodded. She was scared, but also excited. She was about to meet an alien. A real, living alien. This was what she had dreamed about her whole life. As she prepared to leave the Terra Nova, Maya looked at the damaged alien ship. Someone over there was dying, someone who had called out into the darkness of space, hoping someone would hear, someone would care. Maya was going to make sure that someone did. Maya put on her spacesuit carefully. Her hands were shaking a little. She had done spacewalks before, but this was different. This time she was going to meet an alien, the first human to ever do such a thing. She checked her equipment one more time. She had her medical scanner, some basic medicines, and emergency supplies. She also wore a small camera so the crew could see what she saw. Most importantly, she had the universal translator. It was new technology that was supposed to help humans communicate with aliens. Maya hoped it would work. "Are you ready?" Captain Morrison asked over the radio. "As ready as I'll ever be," Maya replied. Maya left the Terra Nova in a small shuttle. The alien ship grew larger as she got closer. It was even more beautiful up close. The hull looked like it was made of some kind of living material. It had patterns that reminded Maya of tree bark or animal skin. The blue glow was definitely fading, but it was still pretty to look at. Maya found a damaged section of the alien ship where she could enter. The hole in the hull looked like it had been made by weapons. Something had attacked this ship. Maya wondered what kind of enemy would do this to such a beautiful vessel. She flew her shuttle through the hole and landed. Inside, the alien ship was dark, except for some emergency lighting. The lights were a soft green color. They pulsed slowly like a heartbeat. Realized the lights really were following a heartbeat rhythm. The ship was alive in some way. Maya got out of her shuttle and looked around. She was in a large room that might have been a cargo bay, but it didn't look like any cargo bay she had ever seen. The walls curved smoothly. There were no sharp corners anywhere. Everything was organic and flowing. I'm inside the alien ship," Maya reported to Captain Morrison. "It's unlike anything I've ever seen. The walls look like they're grown, not built." Maya followed her scanner toward the life sign. She walked through corridors that twisted and turned. The floors felt soft under her feet, not hard like metal. The air had a strange smell. It wasn't bad, just different. It reminded Maya of flowers and rain. The deeper she went into the ship, the dimmer the lights became. Maya turned on her own flashlight. The beam revealed more of the strange organic architecture. There were things that looked like roots or veins running along the walls. Maya realized these might be the ship's power and data systems. After 10 minutes of walking, Maya came to a large room. Her scanner said the life sign was very close now. She stepped into the room and gasped. In the center of the room lay the biggest creature Maya had ever seen. It looked like a lion, but different. It was much larger than any Earth lion. It had 6 limbs instead of 4. 4 arms and 2 legs. Each arm ended in hands with clawed fingers that looked like they could be very gentle or very dangerous. The creature's fur was amazing. It changed colors as Maya watched. Right now, it was mostly golden, but there were patches of deep blue and silver. The fur seemed to shift and flow like water. Maya realized the colors probably showed the creature's emotions or health. The alien was clearly hurt. There were several wounds on its body. Some were bleeding a thick, dark liquid that might have been blood. The creature was breathing, but the breaths were shallow and labored. Its eyes were closed. Maya approached slowly. She didn't want to scare the creature if it woke up. When she was about 10 feet away, the alien's eyes opened. Maya stopped breathing for a moment. The creature's eyes were incredible. They were large and intelligent. They glowed with a soft, golden light. Maya could see pain in those eyes, but also curiosity. The alien was studying her just as much as she was studying it. "Hello," Maya said softly. "I'm here to help." The creature made a sound. It was like a cross between a roar and a purr. The universal translator beeped and produced words. Small, ... creature, ... hunters, ... Maya's heart jumped.
How do you ... Maya's heart jumped?
The translator was working, at least partially. "No, I'm not a hunter," she said. "My name is Maya. I'm human. I heard your distress signal." The alien tried to sit up but collapsed back down. It was too weak. The translator produced more words. Human, ... new. Species, ... came. Why? "Because you asked for help," Maya said simply. "When someone needs help, humans help if we can." The creature's eyes widened. Its fur shifted to a brighter gold color. Maya thought this might mean surprise or hope. Help. Strangers. Not ... your ... pack. Maya smiled, even though the alien probably couldn't understand human expressions. All living beings are part of the same pack, in a way. We're all connected. The alien was quiet for a moment. Its eyes never left Maya's face. Finally, it spoke again. The translator worked better this time. "I am Kethna of the Veltar Pride. You are ... very small. To face the darkness alone. Sometimes small can be good," Maya said. "Now let me look. At your wounds, I'm a doctor, sort of. I study living things and sometimes I can help heal them." Kethna nodded slightly. Maya approached carefully and began examining the injuries. The wounds looked like they had been made by energy weapons. Maya had seen similar injuries on human soldiers during training exercises, but these were much worse. Maya opened her medical kit and began cleaning the wounds. Kethna made sounds of pain, but he didn't try to stop her. Maya used human antiseptic on the cuts. She wasn't sure if it would work on alien biology, but it was better than nothing. "What attacked you?" Maya asked as she worked. Kethna's fur turned darker. The translator picked up his words. "The Void Hunters. Machines that eat life. They found our young ones. ... Our safe place. Maya's hand stopped moving. Young ones. You mean children? Cubs. Many cubs. Other species too. All in danger. Kethna tried to sit up again. This time Maya helped him. I fought to give them time to escape. My ship is broken. Cannot follow. Cannot protect. Maya felt a chill that had nothing to do with the cold air in the ship. Where are the cubs now? Hiding. But hunters track them. Find them soon. Need the ... navigation codes. From my ship to find safe passage. Maya understood. Kethna's ship contained information that could lead the hunters to the children. Can you destroy the codes? Kethna shook his head sadly. Codes protect cubs too. Without them, cubs lost in space die slowly. Maya finished bandaging the worst of Kethna's wounds. The alien looked a little better, but he was still very weak. Maya could see he was fighting to stay conscious. There has to be something we can do, Maya said. Some way to help. Kethna looked at her with those intelligent golden eyes.
Sure.
Ship ... has weapons? Some, not many. We're explorers, not warriors. Hunters have 3 ships. Very powerful. Your ship cannot fight them. Maya felt helpless. Here was this brave alien who had risked everything to save children, and she couldn't figure out how to help him. What would you do if you weren't hurt? Lead hunters away. Make them chase me instead of cubs. Fight until... Kethna didn't finish the sentence, but Maya understood. He would fight until he died. Suddenly alarms started going off. The sound was different from human alarms, but the meaning was clear. Something was coming. Maya's radio crackled to life. It was Captain Morrison. Maya, we're detecting 3 ships approaching fast. They don't look friendly. His fur had turned completely black. The hunters, he whispered. They found us. Through a window in the alien ship, Maya could see 3 dark shapes against the stars. They were angular and cold-looking, nothing like the organic beauty of Kethna's ship. Maya felt afraid, but also angry. These machines had hurt Kethna and were hunting innocent children. Can your ship still fly? Maya asked. Tatkeshna shook his head. Too damaged, and I am too weak to pilot. Maya stared at the approaching hunter ships. An idea was forming in her mind. A crazy, dangerous idea. What if someone else piloted your ship? Impossible. Ship bonded to Veltar. Only Veltar can fly. But what if they tried anyway? What if someone was desperate enough? Kethna looked at Maya with new understanding. His fur shifted to bright gold again. You would do this? Risk your life for cubs you have never seen? Maya nodded. Those children need someone to protect them. You can't do it, and I can try. Then I have to try. Kethna was quiet for a long moment. Maya could hear the hunter ships getting closer. Soon, they would be in weapons range of both the Terra Nova and Kethna's ship. The bonding process. Very dangerous for non-Veltar, Kethna said finally. Might kill you? But doing nothing will definitely kill those. Cubs. Kethna struggled to his feet. Maya helped him stand. Together they walked toward what Maya hoped was the ship's control room. Maya's heart was pounding. She was about to attempt something that had never been done before. A human was going. To try to fly an alien ship? She just hoped she would live long enough to make a difference. Kethna led Maya through the winding corridors of his ship. Even though he was badly hurt, he moved with purpose. Maya could tell he was using all his remaining strength to help her. The ship's lights grew brighter as they walked, as if the vessel knew its pilot was moving toward the control room. Before we reach the bridge, you must understand, Kethna said. His breathing was heavy. The Veltar are not just pilots. We are guardians. For 10,000 years, my people have protected life. In this part of the galaxy, Maya helped support Kethna as they walked. Protected from what? From those who would destroy it? The Void Hunters are the worst. But there are others. Pirates who steal cubs to sell as slaves. Plague ships that spread disease from world to world. Military fleets that burn planets for resources. They entered a large room filled with strange controls. But these weren't like the buttons and screens Maya knew from human ships. Instead, there were living interfaces that pulsed and glowed. Some looked like flower buds waiting to bloom. Others resembled coral formations from Earth's oceans. "This is the bridge," Kethna said. "But it is more than that. It is the heart of Storm's heart." Storm's heart. My ship's name. She has been with my family for 3 generations. My grandfather flew her, then my father. Now me. Kethna's fur shifted to a sad blue color. I may be the last. Maya looked around the organic bridge. "How does it work?" Kethna moved to the center of the room, where a large flower-like structure grew from the floor. The pilot bonds with the ship, becomes one with her. Your thoughts become her thoughts. Your feelings give her power, and only Veltar can do. This, so we believed. But, ... double quotes. "You are different than I expected. When you touched my wounds to heal them, I felt something. Connection. You have the heart of a guardian, even if you are not Veltar." Maya felt honored, but also scared. What happens if the bonding doesn't work? Your mind could be destroyed, or you could be trapped forever in the ship's consciousness. There are worse fates than death. Outside, Maya could hear the sound of energy weapons firing. The hunter ships were attacking the Terra Nova. Maya's friends were in danger. "We have to try," Maya said. "How do we start?" Kethna moved slowly to the flower-like control center. He placed his 4 hands on different parts of the structure. Immediately, the bridge came alive. Lights danced across the walls. Images appeared in the air around them. Maya gasped. She was seeing Kethna's memories. She saw the Veltar home. World. A beautiful place with crystal cities and forests that sang in the wind. She saw young Veltar learning to hunt together, moving like a single organism. She saw the pride ceremonies where new guardians swore to protect all life. "This is how we share knowledge," Kethna explained. "Through the bond, you will learn everything my people know about flying and fighting." More images flowed around Maya. She saw the nursery world that Kethna had died protecting. It was incredible. Hundreds of different species lived there together in peace. She saw Velticubs playing with young creatures from a dozen different worlds. All of them safe under Velta protection. Then the images turned dark. Maya saw the Void Hunter attack. The mechanical ships descended on the nursery world like a plague of metal insects. They fired weapons that turned living beings into energy that they could consume. Maya watched Veltar warriors throw themselves at the hunters, sacrificing their lives to buy time for the evacuation ships to escape. She saw Kethna's final battle. He fought 3 hunter ships alone, while transport vessels carried cubs and their families to safety. His ship was torn apart by enemy fire, but he kept fighting until the last transport disappeared into hyperspace. "They are all that remain," Kethna said sadly. 300 cubs of various species, 40 adult Veltar, a few thousand others. All that survived when the hunters found our sanctuary. Maya wiped tears from her eyes. Where are they hiding now? In the dead zone. A region of space where ships cannot use normal navigation. Without the codes in my ship's memory, they will be lost forever. But with those same codes, the hunters can track them down. Maya understood the terrible choice. Save the codes and risk the hunters finding the refugees. Destroy the codes and let the refugees die lost in space. There has to be another way, Maya said. There is. If someone can pilot my ship, they can. Lead the hunters away from the dead zone. Make the hunters chase them instead of searching for the refugees. A decoy. Yes, but it would mean certain death. The hunters have 3 ships. Storm's heart is damaged. Even at full strength, 1 ship cannot defeat 3. Maya looked at the organic controls surrounding her. She thought about her friends on the Terra Nova. They were fighting to protect her right now. She thought about the Veltar cubs hiding in the dead zone, afraid and alone. Maybe 1 ship can't defeat 3, Maya said. But maybe 1 ship can hold them off long enough for the refugees to escape to a safer place. Kethna studied her face. You would do this knowing you would die? I became a scientist to study life. All kinds of life. If I can save all those lives by giving up mine, then it's worth it. Kethna's fur changed to bright gold. Maya was learning that this meant respect or admiration. You truly have the heart of a guardian. But there is something else you should know before you bond with Storm's heart. What? The bond changes you. You will gain abilities you never had before. You will see the galaxy through different eyes. But you will also carry the memories and emotions of every pilot who came before you. My grandfather's memories. My father's. Memories, mine. It can be overwhelming. Maya nodded. I understand. Do you? You will feel our losses as if they were your own. You will remember battles you never fought. You will mourn friends you never met. Will it help me fly the ship? Yes. You will have all our knowledge of combat and navigation, then it's worth it. Kethna was quiet for a moment, and he stepped back from the controls. Place your hands where mine were. Maya approached the flower-like structure. Up close. She could see it was incredibly complex. The surface had patterns that looked like brain tissue or computer circuits. It was warm to the touch. Before you begin, Kethna said, you should know the truth about the Veltar. We were not always guardians. Long ago, we were conquerors. We used our bonded ships to dominate other species. Maya paused. What changed? We met a species that showed us a different way. They were small and weak, but they had something we did not. They cared about others more than themselves. They taught us that true strength comes from protecting, not conquering what happened to them. They were destroyed by the first Void Hunter invasion 5,000 years ago. But their lesson lived on in us. We became guardians in their honor. Maya understood. What were they called? The name translates poorly. But in your language, it would be something like the Gentle Hearts. Maya smiled. It sounded like something humans would aspire to be. She placed her hands on the control structure. Immediately, pain shot through her head. It felt like someone was pouring molten metal into her brain. Maya screamed and almost pulled her hands away, but she thought of the cubs in the dead zone and forced herself to hold on. The pain got worse. Maya felt like her skull was going to crack open. Then, suddenly, she wasn't alone in her mind anymore. She could feel Kethna's grandfather, a fierce warrior who had learned to be gentle. She felt his father, a poet who wrote songs about the beauty of different worlds. She felt Kethna himself, brave and sad and determined. But most of all, she felt Storm's heart. The ship was alive, and it was in pain. It missed its pilot. It wanted to fly again to protect the innocent. Maya opened her eyes. The bridge looked different now. She could see energy patterns flowing through the walls. She could feel the ship's damaged systems like wounds on her own body. She could sense the hunter ships outside, cold and hungry and evil. How do you feel? Kethna asked. Maya flexed her fingers. Power flowed through her into the ship. Storm's heart responded, its engines humming to life for the first time since the battle. Like I was born to do this, Maya said. And it was true. She was no longer just Maya Peterson, human scientist. She was Maya Peterson, guardian of the galaxy, pilot of Storm's heart, protector of all life. The hunters were about to learn what happened when they threatened her cubs. Maya felt Storm's heart wake up around her.
Ow.
It was like the whole ship was stretching after a long sleep. The lights grew brighter. The organic walls pulsed with new energy. Maya could feel the ship's joy at being alive again. But the bonding process was not finished. More memories flooded into Maya's mind. She saw 1,000 battles through Veltar eyes. She felt the pride of protecting innocent life. She also felt the terrible sadness of losing friends in combat. Focus on your own thoughts, Kethna said. Urgently. Do not let the memories drown you. You are still Maya. Hold on to that. Maya gritted her teeth. The memories were so vivid. God, for a moment she thought she was Kethna's grandfather, fighting pirates near a mining world. Then she was his father, rescuing survivors from a plague ship. The experiences felt completely real. I'm Maya Peterson, she said out loud. I'm from Earth. I'm here to help the cubs. And her own name helped. The flood of memories slowed. Don Maya could still access them, but they no longer overwhelmed her. She was herself. But now she also carried the wisdom of 3 generations of Veltar guardians. Through storms, heart sensors, Maya could see the battle outside. The 3 hunter ships surrounded the Terra Nova. Her human friends were fighting. Bravely, but their weapons barely scratched the enemy's armor. The hunters were playing with them, like cats playing with mice. "We need to help them," Maya said. "Wait," Kethna warned. "You must learn to use the ship's systems first." Storm's heart is not like human vessels, where she responds to emotion and will, not just commands. Maya tried to understand. She could feel the ship's weapon systems in her mind. They were different from anything humans had built. Instead of simple energy blasters, Storm's heart had weapons that fed on the pilot's protective instincts. "How do I fire the weapons?" Maya asked. "Think about what you want to protect," Kethna said. "Feel your love for those you wish to save. The ship will turn that feeling into power." Maya thought about Captain Morrison and Lieutenant Carter, and all her friends on the Terra Nova. She thought about the Veltar cubs hiding in the dead zone, scared and alone. She felt anger at the hunters for hurting innocent people. Storm's heart responded instantly. Energy flowed through the ship's weapon systems. Maya could feel the power building, ready to strike, but something was different. The weapons felt stronger than they should have. Kethna noticed it too. "Impossible," he whispered. "The power readings are off the scale. Is that bad?" "I do not know. This has never happened before." Human emotions seemed to affect the ship differently than Veltar emotions. Maya didn't have time to worry about it. One of the hunter ships was charging its main weapon. The energy signature was huge. If it fired at the Terra Nova, it would destroy the human ship completely. "Hold on, Maya," told Kethna. She reached out with her mind and grabbed Storm's heart's controls. The ship responded like it was part of her body. It shot forward, directly at the hunter vessel. The hunter ship was surprised. It had been focused on the Terra Nova. It didn't expect the damaged Veltar ship to suddenly come to life. Storm's heart slammed into the hunter's side, sending both ships spinning. "Maya, what are you doing?" Captain Morrison's voice came over. "The radio. Buying you time," Maya replied. "Get the Terra Nova out of here. We're not leaving you behind." "That's an order, Captain. These things are too dangerous." "Go back to Earth and warn everyone about the hunters." Maya pulled Storm's heart away from the enemy ship and prepared for the real fight. The 3 hunter vessels turned their attention to her. She could hear their cold, mechanical voices on the communication channels. "Veltar ship operational," one hunter said. "Impossible." "Pilot was dead. New pilot detected," another replied. "Species unknown. Terminating." The hunters attacked together. Their energy weapons lit up space like deadly fireworks. Maya threw Storm's heart into a spinning dive, barely avoiding the blasts. The ship moved like it was dancing, flowing through space with impossible grace. Maya was amazed at how natural it felt. She had never flown anything like this before, but the memories of previous pilots guided her hands. She knew exactly when to turn, when to dive, when to climb. It was like she had been flying Storm's heart her entire life, but flying was only half the battle. Maya needed to fight back. She thought about the cubs again, imagining their faces full of fear. She thought about their parents, desperate to keep their children safe. Her protective anger grew stronger. Storm's heart's weapons fired. Beams of golden energy shot out, striking the nearest hunter ship. The enemy vessel's shields flared and buckled. Alarms went off on the hunter bridge. "Impossible," the hunter pilot said. "Veltar weapons, not this powerful." Maya smiled grimly. Maybe Veltar weapons weren't this powerful, but human determination was something the galaxy had never seen before. She attacked again, this time targeting the hunter ship's weapon systems. Her shots were precise, guided by instincts she never knew she had. The hunter ship lost half its firepower in seconds, but the other 2 hunters were adapting. They spread out, trying to surround Maya. Their tactics were perfect, calculated by computer minds that had fought thousands of battles. Maya realized she couldn't outfight them using traditional methods. They're too organized, she told Kethna. They fight like machines because they are machines, Kethna replied. Hunters upload their consciousness into artificial bodies. They think like computers. Then I need to think like something they've never fought before. Maya stopped trying to fly like a Veltar pilot. Instead, she let her human creativity take over. She did things that made no tactical sense. She flew directly at enemy fire, then changed direction at the last second. She attacked the strongest ship instead of the weakest. She used the Terra Nova as cover even though it put her friends in danger. The hunters' computer minds couldn't understand her tactics. Their calculations kept failing. Maya was unpredictable in a way they had never encountered. The target exhibits chaotic behavior patterns, one hunter reported. Tactical algorithms ineffective. Maya pressed her advantage. She swooped down on the damaged hunter's ship and fired everything she had. Her emotions poured into the weapons systems, turning her love for the cubs into destructive power. The hunter ship exploded in a ball of flame. 2 left. But Maya's success came with a cost. The bonding process was putting enormous strain on her human body. She could feel blood trickling from her nose. Her head pounded with pain. It was powerful, but it was designed for Veltar physiology, not human. You cannot keep this up, Kethna warned. The neural stress will kill you. How long do I have? Minutes. Maybe less. Maya looked at the 2 remaining hunter ships. They were regrouping, preparing for a coordinated attack. She needed to end this quickly. Through Storm's Heart's communication system, Maya detected a signal. From the dead zone, the refugees were trying to reach Kethna. They needed the navigation codes to escape to safety. Can you send them the codes from here? Maya asked. Yes, but the hunters will intercept the transmission. They will learn the refugees' location. Maya understood. She had one chance to save everyone. She needed to destroy the remaining hunter ships before they could follow the refugees. But she also needed to get the navigation codes to the cubs. Send the codes, Maya said. But the hunters will follow. No, they won't. Maya's voice was calm and determined, because I'm going to make sure they're too busy to chase anyone. Kethna began transmitting the navigation codes. Immediately, the hunter ships detected the signal. They turned toward the dead zone, ready to pursue the refugees. Maya wouldn't let that happen. She pushed Storm's heart to its limits, pouring all her strength into the ship's systems. The vessel responded with power that blazed like a star. This is for the cubs, Maya whispered. Then she attacked both hunter ships at once. The final battle was about to begin. Maya charged at both hunter ships with Storm's heart blazing like a comet. Every system in the ship was running beyond its limits. The organic walls glowed white-hot with power. Maya could feel the ship's pain, but also its determination to protect. The cubs. The 2 hunter ships fired everything they had at Maya, space filled with deadly energy beams. Any normal pilot would have been destroyed instantly. But Maya wasn't flying like a normal pilot anymore. She was flying like a mother protecting her children. Storm's heart twisted, spun through the enemy fire like it was dancing. Maya's human. Instincts guided every move. When logic said to go left, she went right. When tactics said to retreat, she attacked. The hunter computers couldn't predict what she would do next because Maya didn't know herself. Impossible flight patterns detected, one hunter reported, target defying all known physics. Maya wasn't defying physics, she was just using every bit of Storm's heart's potential. The ship responded to her emotions in ways that amazed even Kethna. Human feelings were different from Veltar feelings. Stronger in some ways, more chaotic. The ship fed on that chaos and turned it into power. Maya dove between the 2 hunter ships and fired at both of them. Her weapons tore through their shields like paper. But the effort cost her. Blood poured from her nose now, her vision blurred. The neural strain was killing her. Maya, you must stop, Kethna said urgently. Your brain cannot handle much more. Almost. Finished, Maya gasped. One hunter ship was badly damaged. The other was still strong but confused by her tactics. Just need a little more time. Through Storm's heart's sensors, Maya detected the refugees in the dead zone. They had received the navigation codes and were preparing to escape. But it would take them several minutes to calculate the jump coordinates. Maya had to keep the hunters busy until then. The stronger hunter ship tried a new strategy. Instead of fighting Maya directly, it turned toward the Terra Nova.
Captain?
Morrison's ship was still nearby, trying to help but unable to match the advanced alien technology. New target acquired, the hunter announced. Destroying human vessel will eliminate tactical support. No, Maya screamed. She threw Storm's heart between the hunter and the Terra Nova. The enemy's massive energy cannon fired. Maya took the blast. Meant for her friends. Storm's heart shields held, but barely. Alarms wailed throughout the organic ship. Hull breach on 3 decks, Kethna reported. Life support failing. Maya ignored the warnings. Her friends were safe. That was what mattered. She spun Storm's heart around and fired everything at the hunter ship. Her protective rage poured into the weapons systems, creating energy beams that burned brighter than stars. The hunter ship's shields collapsed. Its hull cracked open like an egg. Atmosphere and debris spilled out into space. But it wasn't dead yet. The mechanical crew was trying to repair the damage. Maya didn't give them the chance. She rammed Storm's heart directly into the hunter's engine section. The collision sent shockwaves through both ships. Maya's vision went completely black for a moment. When she could see again, the hunter ship was drifting powerlessly. Its engines were destroyed, its weapons were offline, it was no longer a threat, but the last hunter ship was still dangerous. Maya was running out of time. Her body was shutting down from the neural strain. She could feel her heart beating irregularly. Her hands were shaking so badly she could barely control the ship. The refugees? She asked weakly. Are they ready to jump? Kethna checked the communication channels. 2 more minutes. They need 2 more minutes to calculate safe coordinates. Maya looked at the final hunter ship. It was the largest and most powerful of the 3. Its weapons could destroy storms. Heart easily in Maya's weakened condition. But it could also chase down the refugees if Maya didn't stop it. There's only one way, Maya whispered. She understood what she had to do. Maya turned Storm's heart toward the hunter ship and pushed. The engines to maximum power. She wasn't going to fight this time. She was going to ram the enemy ship directly. Maya, no, Kethna said. There has to be another way. This is the way, Maya replied. This is what humans do. We protect others no matter the cost. The hunter ship detected Maya's approach. It fired everything it had at the incoming Veltar. Vessel. Energy beams tore through Storm's hearts, damaged shields, and bit deep into the organic hull. The ship screamed in pain, but it didn't stop. Maya felt Storm's heart dying around her. The ship's consciousness was fading as critical systems failed. But in its last moments, the vessel understood what Maya was trying to do. It gave everything it had left to help her succeed. For the cubs, Maya said. For the cubs, Storm's heart seemed to whisper back. They struck the hunter ship at full speed. The collision was tremendous. Both vessels crumpled like paper. Metal and organic matter mixed together in an expanding cloud of destruction. The hunter's power core went critical and exploded. Maya felt herself flying through space. The impact had thrown her clear of the wreckage. Her spacesuit was damaged, but still working. She floated in the debris field, watching pieces of both ships drift past her. But she had succeeded. The last hunter ship was completely destroyed. The refugees were safe. Through her suit radio, Maya heard Captain Morrison calling her name. The Terra Nova was moving toward her position. Her friends were coming to rescue her. Maya also heard another voice. It was coming from the dead zone. A young voice speaking in the Veltar language. The universal translator converted the words. Thank you, Guardian. You saved us all. It was one of the cubs. They had successfully jumped to safety. All of them. Every single refugee had escaped because Maya had bought them those precious extra minutes. Maya smiled as the Terra Nova reached her. She had done it. She had saved them all. When Maya woke up, she was in the Terra Nova's medical bay. Captain Morrison was sitting beside her bed. He looked worried, but relieved. How do you feel? He asked. Maya tried to sit up. Her head still hurt. But the terrible neural strain was gone, like I got hit by an asteroid. Did everyone make it out? Everyone's safe. The refugees sent a message thanking you. And something else interesting happened. Captain Morrison showed Maya a datapad. It displayed messages from all over the galaxy. News of the battle had spread quickly. Dozens of species were offering to meet with humanity. They wanted to learn more about the race that had produced such a brave guardian. It seems you've made humanity famous, Captain Morrison said. The Galactic Council wants to invite Earth to join as a member species. Maya was amazed. One act of kindness had changed everything for humanity. They were no longer alone in the galaxy. 6 months later, Maya stood on the bridge of a new ship. It was built using both human and Veltar technology. The vessel was called New Hope, and it served as humanity's first guardianship. Kethana stood beside her. His wounds had healed completely. He had become Earth's ambassador to the Veltar and helped design the new ship. Together, they had trained. The first class of human guardians. Emergency signal coming in, reported the communications officer. Transport ship is under attack by pirates in the Rigel system. Maya smiled. Set course for Rigel, maximum speed. As New Hope jumped to hyperspace, Maya thought about how much had changed. Humanity was no longer just exploring the galaxy. They were protecting it. That felt right. The galaxy had learned something important from Maya's actions. When humans said someone needed help, they didn't ask questions or calculate odds. They simply helped. It was who they were, and now, whenever a distress signal went out into the darkness of space, the sender could hope that somewhere a human guardian was listening, someone who would come running, no matter how dangerous the situation, because that's what humans did. They protected others. It was their greatest strength and their greatest gift to the galaxy. Maya had shown everyone what humanity really was, and the galaxy was better for it.